But I miss you most of all, my darling. When autumn leaves start to fall, since you went away, I guess we are live, and soon I'll hear. What's up, guys? Old winter song. Hi everyone. Wow, so many. Hi. Snoopy over the hills, Roland, Stefan, Cyborg, Ambient Moods. I don't think I'm the one who will pronounce VCV Rack 1.0, but I really hope it will happen soon. Hi everyone. Clear Factor is also with us. Hi. Scott. Hey Maurice. Nick. Mostly random. How are you everyone? Friday, again we are here today. It's a special occasion today, for me at least. I don't know, for... Hey, Wim! Have a good one. Yeah, so I don't know, I guess today is a sort of a farewell live stream from now, where we are now, 0 or 0.6.2C. Espen, I look too clean. What does this mean? I shaved today. It already grew back, but I shaved. I'm getting ready for the... Ah, yeah, Espen, beer number 5. Coffee, Clear Factory, no cigarettes and beer. What's with you? What's going on? I'm doing fine. Actually, it's an emotional day today, I guess, for me at least. I don't know. Probably, I don't know. Hopefully, the last cigarette and coffee, the last stream with the 0.6, 0.6. Hopefully, the next streams will be with 1.0. I don't know. It's an amazing jump. Too early for beer, yeah. I have wine with me, by the way. I want to say cheers, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Brup, brup. Thank you for joining me. I hope this will be a nice evening today. 1.0, if it's coming tomorrow or what? I hope. I really hope. I hope that it will come soon. Andrew said that after the ABI, whatever that means, will be stable. It will take a couple of days. Today or yesterday, I guess, it went stable. Cheers, Nick. Red wine. So I hope it will be in the next days. Mostly random. No, it will not be a paid update. It will still be free and open source. Oh yeah. Hi, Wim. Another Wim. Yeah, the next update, but as Andrew said, at least the VST version will be paid. Mark, hi, thank you for joining us. Mark, amazing. Yes, I also feel a bit emotional today. Maybe I will cry later also, who knows. Cheers, guys. Thank you for joining me. Oh yes, it's especially good today. I don't know why. Maybe it's for the occasion. Lars. Yeah, it's actually not my first glass today already, so it's I'm close to burst in tears here. Thanks for the fish. This is white wine. This is not water, my friend. Amigo, this is not water, it's white wine. It's sweet white wine, actually. Chilled from the fridge. I don't know, where shall we start today? Riesling, exactly, yeah, it's a Riesling. I thought actually we can try a few of the Count Modula modules. What do you say? Count Modula will continue with us. There will be also Chronoblob. Count Modula, hi, start with, what was it? 062, yes, wow, that's a really good idea. That's a good one. Yeah, this is what we will do. What I wanted to say, Count Modula. What do you think about Count Modula? S-Pen, this is good one. Wow. If I will make a video about the Count Modula modules, I will put this in the thumbnail, this Sesame Street guy. Let's see. Let's first see if I can make 062. I cannot make 062. I can make just 62. How can I make 0 in front of it? I don't know. I guess it will not happen. Winemaking module. What do you mean? What is happening here? Drenchromakervalnal. Yeah, Chronoblock 2 is amazing. Yeah, 62. I have it on 62. So the BPM will be 62 now. In honor of 0.62. Yeah, the ZZC modules. State Azure. Hey, man, how are you? Thank you for joining, guys. State Azure is here with us. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Today is a farewell to 0.62 VCV. Hopefully 1.0 will be with us in the next days. I already had the pleasure to check out 1.0. It's actually for everyone to check out if you want. It's in the forum. It's not like I have something special or anything. You have to check it out. The zoom function, the new zoom function, the new zoom option. Wow, it's amazing. It is amazing. I don't know. So let's start with the Count Modula. Count Modula. So many modules at once. Look at this. Amazing stuff. Also, there are a few things here that I don't even know where to start with, but that's part of the fun. Hey Andrew, welcome. Your first stream. Hi, hi, hi. Is my voice quiet? You have to tell me. I cannot. I don't know how I sound like. So you have to tell me if it's too loud, too quiet, if you don't hear me, if you hear me, if you don't see me, and anything, let me know and I will try to fix it. Is the module browser thing in 1.0? Yeah, there's a new module browser and new module browser that looks amazing with pictures and everything. And if we are already speaking about 1.0 again, a little low, a little high, little low, little high, little low, magnifico. I'm just a poor thing. I will try to make it high. I don't know how to make this high now. Just a second. Let me see. Let's do something like this, I guess. And maybe this here. Let me know if it's better. Now. So 1.0, I will, when it will be out, I hope that in the day that it will be out, 1.0, I will make also a special celebration stream about it. It's not really better. Actually, I see it here. It's let's see if I can make it here higher now. Is it higher now? Can you hear me better? So anyway, I will make also. I still suck with VCV Rack. I don't practice with it much, but I usually learn something watching Mr. Omri at work. Wow, thank you so much, State Azure. Thank you. State, did I say State now? State, I meant. Thank you, really. I really appreciate it. I love your music. What shall I say? I mean, you know. So if you say stuff like this, it means a lot to me. And maybe that's why I will cry today and not because of the farewell. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know when it will be, maybe Monday. State. State. I will drink for this. I will drink for State. So anyway, let's start making some sounds. Maybe I should make one stream also just speaking with you guys, you know, without patching, just sitting in front of the camera, because it's really fun. I really like this interaction. I don't know, but let's start patching. Count Modula. Hey, MCM. Count Modula. Why not? There's a shift register, attenuator, so many things, binary sequencer, burst generator, logic gates, all sorts of comparators, mixers. There is something that was added today, a trigger sequencer. Oh yes, the trigger sequencer, this I wanted to use. Let's take the 8 steps one, and I know why also. Because you can send from one sequencer, you can split the sequencer into two different outputs. I don't think that the patches will work with 1.0. I don't think so. That the patches from 0.6 will go with 1.0. So anyway, these sequencers, let me know. I see like an interview with you stream. Let me know if you would like something like this, like a stream or a video maybe. I don't know, like a Q&A video or something like this. So what I wanted to say about the sequencer, so you can split the trigger of the sequencers into two. It's like, yeah, exactly like the Doppler, I think it's now, I remember it's 155, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the A155, never mind. And you can create really nice rhythms with it, Stevio style, if you know Stevio. He has this Doppler sequencer, as in using it to split the triggers of one sequence to 2 or 3 different voices. Yeah, you would like to see something like this? Pierre. Thank you. Thank you for jumping. Patches from should work with... Oh, okay. Oh, okay, this I didn't know. So maybe they would work, yeah. Maybe they work. So anyway, Stevio style again is sending the same sequence, but he's splitting it to two different voices to trigger two different voices, and it's really nice. And actually, I found out I didn't find it. Someone gave me a hint. Who says it always? I think it's from the news of the rack. Give me a hint. So he gave me a hint about another sequencer that can do this from Holonic Systems. It's this sequencer, the dumb waiter. So this sequencer also, you have two trigger outputs, and you can choose for each step. You can choose from where the trigger will come out of or not at all. But let's use now the count Modula modules. Let me just see. There will be a lot of missing modules here, but there will come also so many new ones. If I'm German, no, I'm not German, but I live in Germany. It's simple to install both. Yeah, so what you have to do to install both 1 and 0.6, you have to change, first of all, you have to install 1.0 in a different location, not where 0.6 is. And also where the plugins are, the rack folder, I'm on Windows, it's under documents. You have to change the name of the rack folder. So I have 0.6, I have as rack old, and the new one I have as rack new. And every time I want to use one of them, I just change it back to rack. And it works. Hi Dennis. Hey, too much wine. Authentic, hi. So anyway, the trigger sequencer, let's do this. Let's do something cool. Let's start with some chords. And for the chords, I will use plats. I don't know, let's start some sound going on here. Some sounds. Let's go with chords mode, which is cool. And we can also clock each track individually. Wow, this is amazing. This is really nice. So we have 62. Let's go with something, I don't know, if I multiply this by 4, it's still slower, right? So let's clock this. Yes, this is nice. Yeah. I'm also looking forward to plats because I don't use it usually. I don't know still all the different stuff, all the different options here. I'm also really looking forward to explore this module. totally. Yes. And let's do, you see we have switches here that we can switch from where the trigger will come out of, A or B. So up is A, you can see it's written A. Let me zoom in a bit. Up is A, down is B. And we can change also the length of the sequence. So let's go full stereo and go with 7 steps. Yeah, sorry, I should have put placed a link in the description to this. There was a post today from on Facebook. On Facebook, that those two modules were added. So maybe after the stream, I will put a link in the description to this build, because it's not in the plugin manager, because there are no more updates for 0.6. So we have 7 steps. Let's start with just the chords. I will take 1, 3, 5, and 6. The steps will come out of A, and let's send it to the trigger input. And let's go, is it working with the trigger input? I'm not so sure. Yeah. So we have chords. Let's change the chords. Maybe some reverb. Let's make it a bit darker. Hi, son of Dubia. If you saw this post, Dennis, then it's there. There's 8 steps 1, 8 steps 1, and 16 steps 1. Okay, so now we have our chord. Let's add also a bass already. So we have 1 chord and 1 bass. Let's go with 21 kilohertz. Why not? Let's go with tangents as our filter. I will go with a sawtooth wave to tangents, take it 1 octave down. I will use also a VCA, the one from AS. By the way, do you know if AS will be in 1.0? Because as I understood it, he still didn't say anything. So, short, nice envelope. He still didn't say that is Fire Apple Red. Oh yeah. So it didn't say that it will be updated. I don't know. There are some really nice modules in the AS collection. Yeah. Okay. So now the sawtooth after tangents will go to the VCA. Let's take some resonance up and lower the cutoff a bit. And I will take also a sine wave. This sine wave will be an octave lower than the sawtooth wave. This is the nice thing about palm loop, the palm loop oscillator. Ciao, Clear Factory. Thank you for joining us. VCV Rack for Android or iPhone? I don't know. Not in the near future, I guess, but it can be. ADSR to the VCA. Then let's go to the mixer. I will use 2 mono channels. Let's take the volume up. And now let's do something like this. Let's take 3, step 3 to come out of B. And also step 6. Let's see how this will sound like. I mean, it's pretty slow, but it's okay. This is... It sounds sad a bit, oh? But anyway, you get the idea. You can take a sequence and you can split it into 2. Let's take the envelope also to the cutoff point. Make the bass a bit more snappy. The signal up. Auf Wiedersehen. The signal up. How can I make the signal even louder? Here it's pretty loud. Maybe here. Is it loud? Maybe here I can make it louder. Sorry, just a second. Let's see. Okay. Should be louder now. Let me know. Okay, great. Okay, let's see now what's going on. Now I want to modulate the harmonics here, so the easiest I think will be to use the ADDR sequencer. Let's use 3 steps and let's run it with a slower clock, so let's say divided by 10. Something is clipping. Is my voice clipping? I don't think so. Ciao Cyborg. Let me know how is the sound. So I have 3 steps. Let's drive this with a slower clock. Okay, great. Pennywise, hi. Bill Scherer, hi. Okay, and now let's start. No, before we go to with the clock, I want to set the harmonics for each step individually. So we'll go to step 1. Let's reset this just a second. And here I will also reset this so they will all work together. Okay, so step 1 will stay as it is. Step 2. Step 3. Let's see if this works. Then let's go to the clock and reset everything. Start with step 1. Listen carefully now. I have to close the window. Now. Listen carefully when the chord changes. Did you hear it? Let's try it again. Okay, now it doesn't happen all the time, but it happens that now it happened. Because the changes are not in the same time, it happens that there is still the sound from the last step, but the chord is already changing. So what we can do, we can use sample and hold for this, and the sample and hold would make sure that the change will always happen only when the module is being triggered. So this will stop those tails. It's not so obvious now, but still I will do this. And sample and hold, maybe I will use sample and hold also later. So let's use from South Pole, we have shh. Okay, and what I will do, I will sample what's coming out of the sequencer. Let's take just the harmonies out. Let me know if I'm going too quick. I will sample what's coming out of the sequencer, and to trigger the sample and hold, I will use the same trigger that trigger plats. And And now only when Platz is being triggered, also the change in chord will happen. So now this will go to the harmonics. Let's listen. Yes, working, nice. Very cool. Yes, sample and hold is an amazing tool to have. Okay, so now what I want to do, maybe just a bit more reverb, just a bit. And maybe also reverb on the high note of the bass. This. Take the bass out a bit from this. Oh yes. Let me also save this already. I don't know if you will want to use it because it's a 0.6, but maybe. Okay. Yes, this is nice. What I want to do now, reverb everything, yeah. Okay, what I want to do now, let's add this syncopated or swing hi-hat, like something like this. And let's see. Let's do something like this. Let's go complicated this time, okay? I can add a module that will make this for me. I can add a module like the one from Hora, which has a closed hi-hat and open hi-hat in one module with two different triggers. But let's create our own hi-hat. Let's go with Spank from Volt. And let's send to the VCA noise from the sample and hold. We have white noise here that we can actually even add even a bit more interest to it by using another filter. I will use a bandpass filter, tangents to the bandpass input, and I will add an LFO, and you will see soon also why. Let's leave the LFO in the side for a second. Okay, and now what I will do, I will trigger slaps from output C, from the second channel, the second sequencer or the second track. I will use 8 steps, no need for 8 steps actually, I can use just 2 even if I want. Let's use 2. And what I will do, I will take another clock and we will use, let's say, multiplied by 4. And here we have a swing. In this clock we have a swing option, so I can swing it. Before we swing it, let's listen to how it sounds like. So I will take the first step out of C, so it will trigger the sample and hold. I will change the envelope to hard, take the decay down. I want a closed hi-hat. Let's send it to the mixer. To modulate the bandpass filter with the LFO. So let's make this triangle LFO and slow, and let's see if it's too quick for me. Yeah, it's too quick. I want it also unipolar, so the offset all the way up. Let's take the frequency down. Maybe even more down. Oh, nice. happy for you that your hearing is back. What would we do without hearing? I don't even want to think about it. What we can also do, let's use this envelope to the resonance input. So this envelope from Spank will also trigger the resonance just a bit. Sounds like a clock. And what I will do now, I want that after this step, after this one hit of the hi-hat, I want it to be like this. But when I want to show you exactly like this. But it will be syncopated. So what I can do, I can add an envelope generator, an ADSR. Let's take the one from the fundamental. Maybe we'll modulate something. Attack all the way down, sustain all the way down. Let's take this now to the decay of the envelope. Hi Ben. Bridge will still be available in 1.0, yeah. And the gate will come from the D output. And let's open the attenuator. Now what I want to do, yeah, now this will not work because I need to modulate both, actually, not to modulate, to trigger both. So what I can do, I can use logic. I can use boolean, no, but wait a minute, we have logic also in count modula, and we are with count modula today. So I can use an OR logic, which means that whenever C is high or D is high or both, which is not happening, I can use also XOR, never mind. We will have a gate out of the OR output, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 output. So I can trigger my hi-hat, I can take C and D and do this. Yes. This is what I wanted with swing. This is what I wanted. Hi Alex. I don't know if it will work. I have no idea if the patches will work. I have to say after, hey Georg, hi. I have to say after using Rack for a few days now, maybe more than a week a bit, Rack 1.0, I don't see any reason to use 0.6. I'm sorry, don't be offended 0.6, but I don't see any reason to do this because, I mean, the modules will come one after the other. I'm sure there will be so many new modules also, and new features to all the modules. I don't know, this is just my opinion. I don't see any reason to go back to 0.6. I don't know. Let's do this. And let's take this down a bit. Okay. Okay, so we have hi-hat also. Let's add a nice kick drum, maybe. Let's use tremor. What should be with the kick drum? Pennywise, I will show you VCV Rack 1.0 as soon as it's out. When it's out, blah, too much wine. As soon as 1.0 will be out, I will make a stream celebrating 1.0. I did a video, exactly Dave, I did a video for Patreons showing a bit of 1.0. It will stay all just for patrons for now, but as soon as it's out, there will be a nice, I hope it will be nice, live stream, and then a series of videos also about all the different features. MIDI out is amazing, MIDI mapping is really nice. The zoom, I love the zoom. Just for the zoom I will stay with 1.0 without any modules even, just to zoom in and out the whole day. This is what I will do. Zooming in and out with the mouse wheel, that's all what I care about. So, you say super saw, but let's start with the kick first. What do you think should be with the kick? I don't want 4 on the floor. I don't think this is going for this. So let's use another track. Let's go again with the multiplied by 4 o'clock. Let's go with 5 steps. Yeah, let's go with this. Let's take the first step to go out of E. Pa-pum, 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 maybe. Pa-pum, pa-pum. Let's do this, you know what? Let's do this heartbeat. Let's just change the sound a bit. Maybe less decay, less bend. And let's trigger this also. Let's trigger everything actually, so we get also some hi-hat. This. Hey Barry, hi, and girls. Oh yes, I love the comp filter, the res comp on the hi-hat. We will do something with it. Let's see how it sounds like. Let's modulate the res comb. Let's use the same LFO that we have already, and we'll just assign the res comb to it. And what I will do, I will use 2 different channels actually. So the kick will be 1 channel, and I will use the same trigger to trigger also the hi-hat, but I will take it to a different. What have I done now? It's something weird. I didn't send, no, I sent, what did I do? Send it here, okay. So I will use a different channel for the hi-hat just so I can control it better. Some reverb. More resonance. S-Pen, go for it, come on. It's a farewell party, or it's not a party, it's a farewell gathering, get together for 0.6. Cheers 0.6, thank you. the decay of the hi-hat, you know, we can use sample and hold for this. Let's trigger the sample and hold with the same trigger that's triggering the kick and the hi-hat, and use the output to modulate the decay time. What is like topograph? I can also send to add even more, just that it will happen not all the time. I can add, for example, branches or a Bernoulli gate before the trigger for the sample and hold. So now, not all the time the sample and hold will be triggered like this. This was nice. Let's try another thing. Let's try Chronoblob 2. Alright devices, where are you? Here. Ooh, spicy. And let's send the hi-hat first through Chronoblob and sync also Chronoblob with our clock. Let's sync it with the... And what I want to do, I want that the sample and hold will modulate the time. Let's just make it a mono. I can make it here a mono delay, or I can choose it in the right click menu, single and not dual or ping pong. And now with the time, with each hit, I want a different delay time, or not with each hit, but almost with each hit. I think I will use the same sample and hold that I use for the decay. So let's do this. Or you know what, I can take actually the other output from branches and trigger another sample and hold, and then use this to modulate the decay. Let's go with what I've done here, Chronoblob 2 has two options, has two state of minds, let's call it. State of mind. States of mind. Or state. We have to the left tape delay, or an emulation of tape delay, which means that when the time is being modulated or moved, it creates this tape delay effect that the modulation is smeared, the time is smeared like this. Listen. You hear it? Oh, we have normal delay. Let's keep it now in tape delay. We can also modulate the looping function. Thank you. So we can also modulate the looping function, which will lock or freeze the delay. We can add also a nice effect to it. Let me think what will be the best way. I can use branches again, but I want it to be rhythmic. So what I will do, let's do this. I will use another clocked. I just duplicated it and I will chain it with the clock that we have already. So now we can use more clock divisions or multiplications, which is a hard word to say word. Multiplications. I had to practice saying this word. So what I will do now, I will use a clock. Let's see. Divided by 3. Which is not sitting so much with the kick and the hi-hat, but there are some nice effects there. And let's go even one step forwards. And let's use animated circuits. Animated circuits will be also 1.0, which is amazing. Yeah, did you also see this video with the repetition guy? Also Israeli, with a nice accent. Penimated. Let's send from chronoblob to penimated, and then we have 2 channels because we are going to modulate the penning. But not so quick. We can also sync it with our clock. We have also a clock here. What I will do something different. I will just send it like this to the mixer, and I will modulate the penning through the same trigger, with the sample and hold, with the same trigger that's coming for the hi-hat. Where is it? This. This beep, I think it's coming from the chronoblob, because it's on a tape delay. So when the time is being shifted, it's making this this smeared time sound. And the looping is also being locked every once in a while, so sometimes it sits together and you have this blip for a bit longer than usual. What else? Let's go with ions, that's it. I'm going with ions. And let's do this. We have another sequence. Let's go with 5 steps or 7 steps, 5 or 7. Let's go with 5 steps. The first one will go to G, to the first trigger. The second one will go to G. Then we have H, G and H. So we have ta 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 and ta ta. 7. No, you know what? Let's go with 7. Okay. So 2, 1, 1, 1. Let's go here with 2 and let's go here with nothing. I don't want nothing. I want another G. I want another G. Samir, I love you too. I love you too. G will go to trigger the first local clock of the blue sequence on ions. Just have to change the state to blue, and then here the second state will change to yellow, and we will use the second trigger. And let's clock this with a much quicker clock. I will use a clock multiplied by 8. That's Opalach. Opalach. Triggered by clocked by 8. Let's see how this will sound like. Maybe it's too quick. Okay, and now what we will do, we will use two. You wanna guess which oscillators I'm going to use? I checked out the new Geodesics modules. They are amazing, yeah. They are amazing. Snoopy over the hills, you are a winner. Exactly. The Cool Ions panel. There was a competition a while ago, not Cosmic, FM operator, a competition a while ago from the Geodesics creators. And I was lucky enough, and I'm really thankful for it, to get this lovely skin, which looks amazing, I have to say. And there's also one with my logo on it. Let's see, Entropia, where is it? Here you can see that's my logo. Opalach, again Opalach. Let's see, where is it? So this is my logo, and somewhere here there's also a mushroom. Where is the mushroom? Let me see. Somewhere here there's supposed to be a mushroom. Maybe it's not on Entropia. But anyway, here that's really cool. And I'm really, really thankful for it. Yeah. Inside the dials, yeah, exactly, there are mushrooms everywhere. You see inside the dials there's also the mushrooms, and it's really cool. I was really in shock when I got this, because it's amazing, really. It's beautiful, really. Thank you, Mark, thank you. Okay, so what I wanted to do, again, ions. So I have two different sequencers, so we'll get two different FM operators. First of all, I will activate the envelope for the level, or the level envelope, take the sustain all the way down, attack almost all the way down, duplicate this now. I will need, by the way, also polyphony in 1.0 is really nice, because we have polyphonic quantum, so you just need to use one quantum, even never mind how many voices you have, until 16 I think. But now we will use two. The blue sequence will go to 1. Let's go with C and F and B flat. The yellow sequence will go to the other one. We'll go with C, E flat and G. I hope it will work. Let's take quantum to the volt per octave input. I will use also the gate output from quantum to trigger the oscillators. And let's see, go with stereo. Okay. I will create a pad soon with the super saw, yeah. And now I have to change, of course, the steps, because until then nothing will happen. And you know what we can do? No, let's leave it like this for now. the feedback amount, of course. And we'll take the LFO, I will use the signal delay from AS. This will delay the signal by an amount of milliseconds. Gotta go. Son of Dubia, thank you for joining us. And also Sparfnetter, thank you also. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good one, have a nice weekend. Okay, and what I will do now, let's take a scope just so we can see. I will take first of all our original LFO, which was here, and I will send it through the signal delay so I can delay the LFO and create or get a different phase of the LFO. Something like this. So the blue trace is our original LFO, the pink trace is the delayed signal. So why not? Let's use this to modulate the feedback of the first oscillator. And I will send this to the second delay, and I will delay it even further. And now we can see that the signal is again in a different phase. We can do this even more. And this will go maybe even more, I don't know, something like this maybe. And this will go to the feedback of the second oscillator. Maybe some more reverb. Let's see what's going on. Timing, I can reset everything also. Let's see, the reset is here. I didn't reset anything still. Let's send everything to the reset. Reset. Let's see. Yeah. Wow, amazing. Yeah, reset is important. We can also do something like this just to add some more variation to the chords, so it's not so monotonic. Let's add another chronoblob. Again, let's sync it with our clock, the multiplied by 4, let's say, and let's take the wet all the way down, and I will send the chords first to chronoblob. And I will modulate the wet, function of the delay, so we will get this. what else we can do actually with this delay. Let's see if it will work. Sometimes it works, sometimes not. I'm not so sure what I'm doing wrong, but sometimes it works lovely. We can send a feedback loop, so send and return to the delay itself. So let's see what we can do. Let's use a high pass filter this time. And I will send the delay to the high pass filter, and from the high pass filter back to the delay. And let's take it pretty high, something like this. Let's see. Just have to be careful with it, with the feedback amount. Andres, cheers! Like this. So let's take the same LFO. I like using the same modulation source for all sorts of stuff, even if it's a bit phase shifted, so the patch is somehow coherent and everything is moving almost together, instead of using more LFOs and more all sorts of stuff. I hope you understand what I mean. So let's modulate the wet with the LFO. Olival, you are playing the micro freak. I know you did. Let's see if it's too much or not. See, if you listen carefully, you will see that the FM operators, the feedback amount of the FM operators is rising, and also the delay of the pad is going up. So this is what I mean by using the same modulation source. Now you will have to excuse me, I'm going to get me some more wine. I will leave you with this to listen, and I will come back. We will add some super saw pad. It will take me just 2 seconds. I need more wine. Oh yeah. I got more wine. Everyone log off. Oh man. Dennis, thank you for joining. Have a good one. Adam, yeah, I think for me at least, I don't know, it works nice when there is some connection between the different modulations. So if I don't necessarily use one. I mean, also here there is sample and hold and an LFO, but I try to use the same modulation source for a few different voices, so they are somehow connected. Cheers guys, another glass, another cheers. Okay, let's try this Super Source pad. I'll just save this again. Cheers, Mark. Brown ale. Oh, nice. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. We have saws from Squinky Labs, which sounds amazing. That Ions front panel. Like I said before, there was a competition from the Geodesics creators, the gold edition competition, or not competition, challenge, and I was lucky enough to receive those skins, those panels as a gift. I really appreciate it. Oh yes, Guinness, please. Patrick, hi, ABA. So let's see what we can do with saws. Let's first of all just send it to the mixer just to see what's going on. Oh man. Oh baby. I didn't do anything, I just connected. This is how good saws sounds like. It's a really nice emulation from Squinky Labs. I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to add, let's do this here down, the phrase sequencer. You've seen me you've seen me done it. You've seen me do it before, and Mark, thank you for those lovely modules. Oh, this was nice. Yeah, I'm going to add, thank you Mark, yeah, I'm going to create a nice sequence. So let's send the CV to the volt per octave input. I will turn run off so I can listen to the notes. Okay, first step, we will go with C. I will not tell you this because it will change in the version 1.0, so never mind. State Azure or State Azure, thank you so much for joining, really appreciate it, thank you. I hope to see you next time. Cheers, have a good one. Okay. Okay, so we have 7 steps here, which is interesting. I hope I'm right. Now I'm going to turn run on, and I'm going to send a clock, a slower clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think divided by 8. Ciao, State Azul. Ciao, thank you. Authentic, thank you also for joining. Reset, yeah. Let's add some glide. sorry, I have to speak again. I tried not to speak for a while, just so we can listen to this, but I have to tell you something about the size. I'm modulating now the size. Yeah, because I'm modulating the size, I hope that's what you mean, Lars. I'm modulating the size of plateau, which is detuning also the oscillator a bit, and I don't want it to happen all the time. So what I can do, there is a module, a nice module from AS, it's called Flow, which with using a trigger, I can let different signals go through this module or stop them and not let them through. So what I can do, I can send this modulation first through Flow to the size, and now I can let this modulation through or not, and I can use an external signal. So we have branches here that I can use. So the modulation is not all the time, you can see it also on the screen. Ooh, spicy. I can go even further. You know what I can do? So in this sequence we have, starting from this step, the sixth step, we have that it plays 2 times a C. So I can activate the second gate on those C note that on this, no, maybe I will do this. I will activate the gate on the one before the last step and also on the first step. So now this second gate can open flow for me instead of the Bernoulli gate. So now just in the end of the sequence I get this modulation of the reverb like this. Now it's supposed to be on. On. Yeah. Now it's off for the sequence. Maybe I can make it even on this step just. Only while I also say C to a different note, which is B actually, but so I hope you see what's happening now with flow. Let me know if it was too quick. Factory, welcome back. We are still in the same patch. Cheers. Snoopy over the hills. Cheers. Let's listen to this a bit more and then start a new patch with a different module from Cohen to Modula. Blah, 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 blah. Be another patch in just a few more seconds. I want to listen to this a bit more. Samir, me too. You have no idea. I'm so happy that I'm making these live streams. Hopefully, I'm trying to make it once a week. Cheers, Mark. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the modules. So Samir, yeah, I know what you mean. I also wish I could share with my environment, with the people here more, but they're not so interested, I guess. Any intentions to make a record with all the patches of your streams? I don't know. I don't think so. You know, I have this thing that I'm not going back to patches I've built. Once I build a patch and I like it, then I record it, and that's it. I'm not going back there anymore. So it will be weird for me to go back to patches I've built in the streams and record them again, because it's like someone else, it's not me anymore. I don't know. Cheers, Mark. Hi, Lee. But I share the patches from the streams. If you feel like it, you can download the patch, you can mess around with it, you can build something of your own, you can record with it. But for me, I feel like it's... when I have a patch finished and it's away, then it's away. I don't go back to it anymore. And I like this, actually. I like this feeling that it's a one-time thing, you know? I like this. It inspires me. Okay, let's continue to a new patch. Let's check a few more modules from Count Modula. I will do like this. Every time that I'm saying Count Modula, I will do this. Cheers, Samir. Yeah, so every time it's funny because I have also a case now for a few, I think more than a month or 2 months, I don't know, I don't remember, too much wine. And every time I record something, I take the patch cable, after I finish recording it, I take the patch cables out. It's a really nice feeling, really, it's liberating. That you know it's away and that's it. What's done is done and you can move forward and learn from what you've done and continue. And now, that's it, let's go. 4 rings strung by Euclidean sequence. Yeah, Euclidean is the best. Save, let me just make sure that I'm saved here. Let's see, save, I'm sorry that I had to stop you, dear patch. But that's how it is. Let's see, let's open another one and save it already. Patches number. Oh, by the way, I have something new here. Can you hear this? Not so much, right? I got a new mouse. Thank to my Patreons. I got a new mouse. It's a silent mouse. I will zoom in, don't worry. It's a silent mouse. And it's more quiet. Yeah, the silent mouse win. Thank you, by the way. The silent mouse, so it will not disturb me and you also. The most important in the videos. This this click. It's not green. What is green? The mouse? Okay, now let's see what else do we have from the Count Modula. By the way, the Clear Factory. I don't have your new module in 0.6, but I would love to make a live stream about it, the garbage in rhythm, or how is it called? Garbage in beat out or rhythm out. So I'm waiting for 1.0. Yeah, the DrumBrute is also really nice. It's really nice. Let's see, we have the Shepherd generator. Shall we do something with the Shepherd generator like groove out? Yeah, groove out. Like Aspen said, or we can go with something different. There are so many cool things here. We can try the sequencer. We have another sequencer, the binary sequencer that we can try. It's really nice because of its inverted output. So you can have 2 different sequencers playing harmonically. In my account it's there. Okay, cool, I will check it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, I will check it. The silent mouse, yeah. It will make like this. Okay, so we have the binary sequencer. We can add voltage to it. It's something like the volts expander of the Turing machine. Let's see, let's connect a clock to it. BPM, guys, we had 6.2 in honor of 0.62. Now I need another BPM. The first one, let's see. $213, okay? 213 was the first. Let's go with 213. Bloop. Okay, now there was a question. How do I record? I'm not that good at VCV, but really like to do patches, but don't know how to record. There is a module recorder. There is the master recorder from Nischi. It's free, you can get it, you can download it. 213 I see was the first. 1 was the first. Oh, actually, it's a good idea, yeah, but 213 is already there. 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 3 is 6, 0.6, it fits. So there is the master recorder, you can use it. Mine was first on my end. Oh, that's weird. On my end, 213 was the first. I don't know what's going on. Master recorder, don't fight because of it, it's only BPM. Master recorder, you can use it to record. It takes a stereo in, stereo out. It will record stereo out. You can choose where to save your file if you turn autosave off. And then you have the meters here that you can see that you are not clipping. You have a built-in compressor, and you can record with it. You have all sorts of stuff here. Okay, so what I want to show you is the binary sequencer. Let's go with let's multiply this by 2. Let's go with something quick. So you see now we have 0 volts. If I add, I can add up to 2 volts. So it will be 1 or 0, on or off, 2 or 0. You see this? And I can add even more. It's something sort like the Turing machine's volts expander that you can just add and create sequences out of it. You see? Because I'm adding voltage with each step. And I can scale it. Let's scale it to 2, so we have 2 octaves. And now from the inverted output we get the inverted signal. You can see this, which is amazing for harmonizing. Let's see if it works. Let's see if it works. We can also add, this also I want to show you, we can also add lag or slew to the output, so it will not be a stepwise sequence, but it will be more round, and we can use this for modulation. You can see this, which is cool. And the shape, I don't know what it will do, but it will do something, the shape. I don't know. I Nagatir, thank you. Have a good one. Have a good one. Okay, so now let's use this. Let's use another quantum. Let's go with D, F, and B flat. Take the output of the sequencer. And let's go with which oscillator? I don't know. Let's go with Slick. What do you think about Slick? Yeah, it's a really nice sequencer. I really like the inverted output. You will see also soon why. I hope it will work. Sometimes it doesn't work. Slick, Lars, you see? We are in tune. Sounds like a victory tune, yeah! 1.0! Okay, now let's add another Slick and another quantum. And I will use the inverted output. Stereo or mono? Stereo or mono? Stereo or mono? Mono. So you see, it's a really cool, spread the pen a bit. It's a really cool, yeah, it's a really happy, really cool sequencer, yeah. 7177. Hi. Some reverb. We need to have some reverb. Oh, that's nice. Let's take this an octave lower. Now you can see that we don't have a tune knob. So let's use the pitch tools module from 21 kilohertz. So we can take the pitch 1 octave lower or 2. Let's see how it. Let's add already 2. This will come in the way of the pitch information. A conversation of two slicks. Will be the name of the patch. Two slicks are going into a bar. One is telling to the other one, and the other one is answering. That was a nice joke. Oscar 2, I don't have the Charred Desert. I don't have this collection. One waves to that. That's better. That's a better one. Inverted Pops, hi. Hi, Inverted Pops. Thank you for joining. Better late than never. Yeah, Stack can also do the trick. Okay, watch. Let's see what happens when we take the sequencer and modulate with the sequencer the phase modulation. Those clicks, what are those clicks now? Maybe something is not working right here. Those are strange clicks. Let's use something different. Brains. Add some lag. Yeah, I can add some slew, but let's use brains and then add some slew. Let's do this. Brains has a colliding input, which maybe we can use. So let's trigger one brains with multiplied by 2 and the other one with multiplied by 1.5. And you see those, let me zoom in, those connected outputs. You see these lines here. So this output, the pink one and another pink one, will be a combination of both. Combination of both clocks. I will use a slew limiter. We'll see if it will work. Maybe something is weird here with this modulation input. It's working better, but I still need some slew. So Bog Audio slew. Let me show you how it will look like on the scope. So this is my original signal, and this will be after the slew. You see? Much smoother. And let's use another colliding output, again through a slew limiter. Slew. After this. Did I mention that in 1.0 you can move multiple modules together, which is amazing. Slew limiter. Okay, let's see. Oh, Snoopy over the hills, I hope everything is okay. Cheers. Yeah, that was a nice demo. Those are some nice features there in 1.0. What else does it have? The count modula. We can use some logic to create some weird rhythms, for example. An XOR gate. Let's see what an XOR gate can do. So an XOR... Oh, we have 4 outputs. Wow, this is crazy. 4 inputs. So we have multiplied by 2, multiplied by 1.5. We have 1, and let's multiply this by 3. I don't know what will happen. And let's send all of them to the XOR. So XOR means that whenever one or the other, not both, but one or the other gates are high, we'll get a trigger out of the XOR, but we have 4 here. I wonder if it will work. Let's go with Hora, has some 80s modules. Let's go with the free run, the L drum or Lil drum. Let's see if, yeah, we get some triggers here. I wonder how this is working. What is this? This is the XOR, okay, the XNOR. But this is much too quick. I don't want so much. I don't think I will use, maybe I will use this for a hi-hat. You know what? Let's see if there is a hi-hat sound. Let's see how this sounds like. Oh, I didn't connect it. Nah, it's too much. I think Logic with more than 3 inputs is much too much. Maybe we can use this for something different. Let's see what you say. Nice comparator, yeah. Yeah, let's use this one, you know, before we go with the drums. Let's use this one and we'll do something like this. Let's delete this Boolean logic, it's not working so well. What was the name of the developer? I think it was, I don't remember actually. Can you remember? Can you remind me where this crazy, Edge. Yeah, now I remember. This one. This one. So it has 2 windows and one window can open to a different window and you get this pulse width kind of sound or wavetable kind of sound. It's really weird. It's actually modeled after a real module from Dove Audio. And let's see, what can we do with it? Let's do something like this. We have here 2 sequences. Count Modula has a module called Maximum Minimum or Maximus Minimus. Minimus Maximus. So it takes 2 let's see, it takes it takes just 1. No, I need 2. Let's see, just a second. Yeah, it will take up to 4 different signals and it will output the maximum and minimum voltage, which I guess is not so smart because we have just, let's see if it will be the same, because we have just the output and the inverted, so I guess it will be the same sequence, right? Yeah, it will just be the same sequence actually, so this is not so smart for now, but maybe we'll use it later. But what we can do now, we can sample. Does it have sample and hold? Count Modula, sample and hold. No, it has no sample and hold, right? Comparator, no sample and hold. Okay, so let's use Kings from Bog Audio, Kings from Bog Audio, from Mutable Instruments. Let's see. I have an idea for an interesting resonance snare sound. Let me know later. I will build a snare and let me know what you had in mind. Yeah, amazing. Feline. Yes, I tried it. It sounds amazing. It has also this cool stereo panning thing. It's amazing filter. Yeah, messy channel. Let me know later. I will build a snare maybe later, and you can tell me what you had in mind. So let's sample. I will sample and hold. Let's sample one of the sequences. Let's sample the lower sequence. Maybe we can create a nice bass. So the inverted one. But I will sample it with a slower clock. I have a clock, let's say, divided by 16. And because it's after, I'm sampling the signal after the quantizer, I don't need another quantizer. And what I will do, I will not divide it by 16, I will divide it by 17. So it It will not sit with the multiplied by 2 clock, so we will get a different note, hopefully, all the time. Let's send this to the filter, to the mixer. No other note. Let's see. Okay, let's go with a different clock division. Divided by 3. And now with the rear and front we can change the waves of the both windows. And with the width we can open like a small window in between. You see this? I cannot point. You see this? So it's morphing between one wave to another. Let's take this an octave down. Again, we can use the pitch tools module or stack also from Bog Audio. Even one more octave. Maybe it's too much, maybe not. Nick! Have a good one, Nick! Samir, cheers! Thank you for joining. Jeremy is with us. Jeremy from JW, thank you for joining. Ah, Nick, you are not going, you just said bye to someone else, okay. Okay, Samir, cheers, have a good one, have a nice weekend. This is too low. Let's see what happens when I modulate this with the sample and hold. Let's take another output here. Let's add some reverb. And you know what we can do? I don't like this sound as a bass so much. So let's take it up and let's run it through slap. So we get something nice and percussive also. Let's use the same gate. Modulate the decay with the sample and hold. And let's also modulate the panning with the sample and hold. Okay, let's see. Ambedo, hi. New to VCV Rack, recommend tutorials. Not for beginners, but and not for advanced. Yeah, so first of all, you're more than welcome to have a look in my channel. Dave, thank you. What I will also recommend, Clear Factory, totally go check his channel also out. He has a lot of nice videos. Yeah. The version 1 video. The version 1 video I made is still available only for my Patreons. It was like a sneak peek, and when it will be released I will make a live stream, a public live stream also. Yeah, and VCV Rack Ideas, by the way, is also a really good channel. Is making more of a style, I think. So how to make a certain style in VCV Rack, but you can learn a lot from it. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's more of a techno kind of guy, VCV Rack Ideas. But still there are some nice tricks there. That was a good one. Let's continue. This is a weird patch. Yeah, actually 7177 in his last 2 videos he started speaking also. So most of the videos are with text, but now the last 2 videos he started talking also to the camera, not to the camera, to the microphone. So maybe it's better. Okay. What else? I don't know. By the way, in 1.0 we could eventually also modulate the scale, for example, even though it doesn't have a CV input, with MIDI mapping. And already there is a new module. Oh, that's a nice one. There is a new module for 1.0 that is like MIDI mapping, so it will map to something that has no CV input, but you can control it with a different module, so you can modulate eventually everything, also with modules, not just with MIDI, which is amazing. Espen, by the way, I want to say that you are on fire. I told you this before. You have some really nice stuff lately, and you upload really more often also in the last few weeks. Yeah, Ben, yeah, it's from you. Amazing. So Ben, Stormelder, or Stormelder, I think. Yeah, so his modules is here in the chat. Say hi. And yeah, so he made a module, a few modules actually. You can modulate everything with MIDI mapping or MIDI mapping, but with other modules, so you can modulate everything. Okay, let's do this snare thing for a second. Let's see, tremor 2 or tremor 1? I don't have Twitter now with me. I'm in the... Let me know what you want. Maybe in the next stream you can make it. You can send it as a message to me. You can message me or email me, and we can give it a try. Let me make this. Let's go with Tremor 1. Let's try this. Tremor... Let's go now. Let's see, count Modula. What else do we have here? Let's go with a logical end, and let's see if it will work with the sequences. Whenever one sequence is above 1 volt, I think it will work like this. We will get a trigger. Let's see. Oh, heavy end. I wanted OR actually. I don't want end. Where is it? OR gate. But they are not going above 1 volt. Okay. So let's use clocks. and not the sequence itself. Let's go with multiplied by 2 and then divided by 3. And we will use an AND. Oh, this is also nice. Ta-ta-tum, 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 ta-ta-tum. Let's do this. And let's see what we can do. Send tremor to tangents. Okay, but I don't want probably only noise. Let's see what we will get from here. Cheers the clear factor. Under 1 o'clock, yeah. Higher decay. Low pass or high pass, by the way, or band pass. Band pass. Oh yeah. I can also send this through Spank again and then have some resonance. Let's see. Okay, let's try something else now. Okay, let's try something else now. Let's give some space here to each voice. And let's start with this one here. Let's use a different clock. Let's use the one divided by 3. And we will use some sort of let's use chronoblow, because it's a really nice delay for this kind of things. And let's go with the stereo one, ping pong, just to create some space. It's a bit too much going on. Sync it with our clock. Yeah. Okay. So this is better, a bit more space. Let's see what we can do with the snare. I don't like this logic kind of stuff. What we can do this. Let's use the big button sequencer, and let's go with some fire, yeah. And let's go with 12 steps, and I will send it to my multiplied by 2 clock, and now I can start recording sequences. So let's take number 1 to the gate of tremor. I want to change the... Why is it not going? Because I need the same gate also to the spec. No. Okay. Now let's add some 80s kick with the Hora Lil drum. Let's go with the second channel. And I don't know what trend. Let's see. I like big buttons and I cannot lie. Let's see what else we can do with this. Snare we have, toms, no. Let's go with extras. Let's go with channel 3. Nice. Now let's take another one and add a nice hi-hat. Oh, what we have here still right? No, kabasa maybe. Let's go with kabasa. Let's see. And we can take also a reverse to the 5th channel. Like this, it's okay. Add some mouse clicks, yeah. Yeah, glitchy drums are nice. Send me a link later, or when you have time, to your music. I would love to hear some of your music. Messy channel. A messy channel. Let's do this. How can I modulate the send? I cannot modulate the send in this mixer, right? No, I cannot. But what I can do, I can send this to two different... where is it? To two different channels. And I can send this... Oh no, I can do... Yeah. Sequential switch, the one from the fundamental modules, but I need the first one. Where is it? Sequential switch. So I take one rim shot and I send it to two different channels, one with send and one without. And the same clock that is triggering the rim shot will trigger also the sequential switch. So we have one with and one without. Oh. Ah, because... What happens here? Why is it not... Okay, I need a flip-flop. Just a second, let's see. Ah, count modula. No, this is not what I wanted. Ah, because I have no volume, that's why. Yeah, that's why. Okay. Okay. Hey guys, yeah. No, really, send me your music. I would love to hear it. I don't have the phase sequencer, no, maybe in 1.0 I will get it. I don't think it will happen today, Derek. I don't think it will happen today, maybe, but I don't think so. Hey! Hi! I heard before that you will continue to 1.0 and this makes me happy. Really, it's great news. Thank you also. I will have to check this sequencer out, but I wait now. But I wait now for 1.0 first. Yeah, it's a lot of work. I'm sure it's a lot of work to import everything. Hey man, thanks. Killer Lamp Killer Lamp Head Cat. Thank you, I appreciate it. Okay, let's see what we can do now. Pum 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 pum. Pum 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 pum. Pum 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 pum. Pum pum pum. I will use I'm going to use a commercial module, and I'm going to it will not help me so much. What I will want to use, okay, I know what I will use. I will take the ADDR, I will change it to 4 steps, and I will take a sequence, let's take an oscillator. I will use Basel from Volt and Slap, and for now I will use Quantum, but I will change it. I will use still Quantum, but I will change later. Do I have D, F and B flat? F and B flat. What is going on here? Okay. Sequencer to Basel, and let's go first before Slap. I just want to listen to the notes. Okay. Those are the notes I want. So now I will get rid of this. And I will disconnect everything, and what I will do, I want 4 different sequencers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and each one of them will receive a different clock. So let's say this one will go with a multiplied by 2. This one will go multiplied by 1.5. This will go with the normal clock, and this, let's use just 3 sequencers. Now another sequential switch. I will use the second one now from the fundamental 3 steps, because we have just 3 sequencers. Roland, thank you, cheers. I gave a bit air to this oscillator, to the edge. Now sequential switches to sequencers to sequential switch. Let's go with the clock. I need a slower clock, so let's take a clock divider. Let's see if I can do something here. Let's use the main clock, and I will divide it by 8. This will be the clock for the sequential switch, and I will use again flow. And flow will be externally externally triggered by the clock divider. From the sequential switch we will go to quantum. From quantum we will go to flow. From flow we will go to Basel, to the volt per octave, and I will take also the gate through flow, and I will use the same external signal, so they will go together. So I will get the gates and the volt per octave together. Basel to slap, slap to the mixer. Let's see. Hi! Okay, again listen to this. We have this tail. This tail of the pitch. So what we can do again we can use sample and hold to fix this. It's not bad. I will use another kinks. It's not a bad thing, but we can stop it from happening. So before the volt per octave goes to basal, it will go through the sample and hold. The sample and hold will sample this pitch information, and it will be triggered. Oh, and now that's a tricky one. This will be triggered from the trigger of quantum, I guess. Let's see if it will work. Ah, that's because of flow. Okay, let's see what we can do. That's a tricky one. More chronoblob. Shall I slow the drums a bit? Let's leave it like this for now. They are quite slow, I guess. What is mutes? I never used mutes. Is it there is also CV to this, so maybe we can use mutes. Let's see. Yeah, but it's not turning it on and off. I don't know why. Maybe it doesn't need gates. Is there more mutes here? That's from the fundamental, but it's not modulatable. The big red, you say? Big mute button. This one? But it's also, I cannot modulate it. There's another big red one, something, big button. Okay, also not. But it's nice like this, it's okay. Modula, count modula, I have to make like this. Count modula, shift register. Gate delay, manual gate. No, but I don't need a manual gate. I don't see anything like this. Mark 3. No, but what I want to do, I need flow for this, so I need to give the... I can also use a sequential switch. You know, that's it. I need 2 stages. This will be my clock. that's it. So I hope it was not too quick. So I have a sequential switch with two stages, two steps. One step, I have something going through, so I have the CV and the gate, and the second step I have nothing, so nothing goes on, and that's it. It's fixed. VCA, you can also use a VCA actually, and you can open it with a gate. It's also a possibility. There is no advantage. In a sequential switch you have more, it's like a sequencer, you know, you have more steps, you can do all sorts of stuff. A flow, you mean? Flow you can flip also, it can work like a VCA, but there was something weird with flow before. Now it works better with a sequential switch. What do you mean, Rasmus? The visual feedback is not working? What we can do now, we have the logic section of kinks. We can use two different sequences. Let's take two sequences. You know what? No, we are with count modula. We are with count modula. Let's use the minimus, maximus. Now we have three sequences. So let's use all three. 1, 2, 3. And we get the minimum and maximum output. So we get push, pull, full. Cheers. The Moot repel. So anyway, we have three different sequences. We have the minimum and maximum output, so we will get 2 out of 3. We will get 2 new sequences, which will look like this, which we can run through quantizers. Let's use the JW quantizers now. We are on D, so I will change this to D minor. Minimum will go to 1, maximum will go to the other one. Let's use, what should we use? I don't know, what should we use? Let's use the wave oscillator. I don't know. Where is it? Blemsoft. Let's use the wave oscillator. This will be one sequence. Let's take the density up, spread all the way up, detune just a bit less. Let's go with the wave. I need a wave and a wave table. Dren Chroma Crevenal. Cheers, have a good one. Let me know which wave table shall I use, and this is the minimum. Let's make a bass out of this. Viking. Again Viking! Something else. Let's go with Viking. Let's make a stereo bass out of this. I don't know if it will work. It's a bit too loud. maybe a different waveform. Let's go with digital. Oh, that's not a bass one. I want something bassy. What about this one? And let's add some low pass filter to it. Please, Oliver, please. You have to go. Cheers. Let me know when it's ready. Oliver, share this with me. Okay. Maybe this. Let's take what is coming out of the min. And let's go with another sequence from the maximum output. Density is up. More up. Inverted Popes, ciao, thank you. Ooh, it's getting late. I think we will also end soon. Just a bit, maybe. This is a funny one. This is a funny farewell patch. Let's go with something quick. Let's see. Oh, I know. Let's go with the mushroom. Let's go with Treasure. Where is it? From MSM. Treasure VCO. Let's change this to the mushroom skin. Totally like I feel like I'm in the Caribbean or something. Let's take the second quantizer output and let's see how it sounds like. It can be a bit harsh, this oscillator, but it can also sound nice. Ooh. I need it to be a bit more percussive, and for this I will use actually Quantum, because from Quantum I can get also. Let's go with the A also. I can get also gates. So let's send this oscillator first to slap. That's a nice rhythm. Another layer. Cheers, Inverted Pops. Thank you so much. With the Count Modula. Where is it? This year it's Count Modula. It's a new developer which has lots of nice modules. Okay, now I understand, Rasmus. Okay, thank you. So the visual confirmation can be a bit better. Okay, now I understand. Thank you. Let's do something like this. I think with this we will finish. Let's take another quantum, and I will use another quantum instead of this quantizer. And what I will do, I will transpose everything. So again, I will use what I do always, constants from ML, which will output constant voltage in semitones. Too much beer, yeah. And I will use again a sequential switch, which is an amazing tool if I can write it correctly. Sequential switch number 2 from the fundamentals. Let's send 7 semitones up. We will use 2 steps, and let's send this to the transpose input of all the quantizers we have. I hope I'm not missing anything. So this will transpose the sequence by a 5th. And let's use again something. Let's use the divided clock by 8 here to clock. And I will divide it again by 2. This divided by 8, I will divide it by 2. Maybe by 4 even. This is a weird patch to say goodbye. It's too heavy, it's too dense, I think, for me at least, this patch. But that's how it is, you know? I think I'm going to cry now. That was 0.6, guys, at least for me. I mean, you know, it's still out there, you can still use it. But I think, as I've said before, when 1.0 will be finally released, and actually the whole week I'm using it, it's like I said, it's out there in the forums if you want to give it a try. It's not like I have something special, it's out there for everyone to use. Yeah, the kitten should have its birthday soon. Like I said, I wanted to say, I don't think I will go back to 0.6, but the patches will be available. I guess tomorrow I will publish the video. So the live stream, it takes time for YouTube to process everything, so I will publish it tomorrow probably, and when it will be published, then the patches will also be in the description. There will be a link. If I'm going to delete the old one, why should I keep it? I mean, I don't know why. I don't have any patches I'm using anymore with 0.6. I think there are enough modules already in 1.0. I mean, there is Plateau, there is JW, and there is Geodesics and impromptu. What else do we need? We have Wolt. What else do you need? I mean, those are enough modules. Befaco, audible instruments. I don't see a reason why I will go back to 0.6 unless there is a big bug unless there is something wrong with 1.0 or unless it will take longer. Of course I will miss. Bye Alex, cheers. Of course I will miss a few. Bog Audio is also in 1.0. Valley is 1.0. Of course I will miss a few modules, but how much can you need already? How much do you want? Galibor, it was fixed by the way. Plateau was fixed. Don't worry, it's working perfectly. Lindenberg is ready. Squinky is ready. There's so much I haven't even really tried or understood in... What you didn't try and understood in 0.6, you will not try and understand in 1, I think. I mean, there are so many modules. How much can you use already, you know? Can you use 0.6 and 1.0 side by side? You can. So if you want to use both of them, you have to change. First of all, you have to install them in different places. So for example, I have 1.0 installed on my desktop and 0.6 in the program files. I'm on Windows. And you have to change the rack folder. Again, I'm on Windows, it's under documents. You have to change it. I have a rack old and rack new. And you have to change it so you can use both, and each time you use one you have to change it back to rack. So let's say I have rack old and rack new and I want to use the old one, the 0.6. I have to change rack old to rack. Modular Fungi, by the way, I forgot, Modular Fungi is ready for 1.0, don't worry. And I hope to create even more skins in the upcoming weeks or months, I don't know. Modular Fungi is ready. There are so many modules, come on guys, I mean just for the modules, I don't think, you know, if you have patches that you want to play I can understand, but for the modules, I think there are enough modules, really. Let's see. Oh, it's changed, so you cannot keep both, Ben. I don't know. Oh, okay, so you don't need to change it, you can use both just like this. Okay, I don't know, I didn't know about this. But we will see when 1.0 will come out. I mean, really, you have polyphony, which is not necessarily what you think. You know, I mean, polyphony doesn't mean that you will have to use polyphonic voices all the time. Like I said, Quantum in 1.0 is polyphonic, so if you have 5 sequencers that you want to run through Quantum, you only need 1 Quantum. It doesn't mean that you have a polyphonic voice, you know, but you need just 1 Quantum for this, which is amazing. And you can use different... everything will come in a future video. Yeah, listen, I mean, if you want to keep 0.6, keep it. You know, let's say for at least for a few days, for a week or so, keep it anyway. Don't listen to me and keep it. Because if there is something wrong with 1.0, you know, there can be something, a bug, I don't know what, something. So keep it anyway. But try to use 1.0. I mean, you have to listen. The zoom, zooming in and out with the mouse wheel. I mean, just for this, I will use 1.0. And what else? There was polyphony, MIDI out. If you have external synthesizers, if you have controllers, MIDI controllers that you want to. Frederick, hi. Silent mouse wheel. I wanted Dave, I wanted to make it, I didn't have time, unfortunately, to make new skins, but I will once make new skins. Miffy out. There is Midi out, there is Midi mapping, which is also interesting. Like I said, polyphony, multi-threading, the new browser, okay. What else? So many things. Moving multiple modules, you know, with one drag, zooming. I send everything through Reaper, and in Reaper I have a sidechain compression going on. Expanders, yeah, exactly. There are expanders now. So modules can communicate with one another just by being next to one another, which is crazy. Yeah, MIDI out is amazing, although I have to admit the clock is not stable, exactly like MIDI in. Maybe it will be fixed until 1.0, but when you send MIDI clock to VCV Rack, it's not as stable as it should be, and MIDI out is the same. But I use it already, I think, today was it? Yesterday? I don't remember. I sent sequences, not clock, sequences to the hardware, and it was working perfectly. Control mouse click, you can turn knobs slow than normal? What do you mean? It was always like this, oh? You can fine-tune knobs with control and drag, I think. So now also when I send MIDI into VCV Rack, this is how I work now for the last few weeks, I dare say also months. I send the clock from the BeatStep raw to I don't send the clock, I send it's like a clock. I send sequences from the drum sequencer to sequencers in VCV Rack, and it's working perfectly. So I don't see a reason why MIDI out will also be a problem. Yeah. Maybe it looks a bit unreliable, but I think it's okay. But I just mention it so you don't hate me later when it doesn't work. Okay guys, and I think that's it. Thank you VCV Rack 0.6. Thank you 0.6. What can I say? I hope 1.0 will come out soon. Any thoughts on cassette tape integration with VCV or modules like Instruo? You mean the new Instruo module? I wish. I mean, there is the complex simpler from Nischi, but I didn't use it so much, and I don't think it's quite the same. I really hope that there will come something like this. Although I believe that with modules like this, it's better to have it under your fingertips, although with MIDI mapping it's not a problem actually. So I don't know, I'm hoping, yeah. It will be really fun. I would love to get the new Instruo granular Amber, it's called, the granular module. It's wow. It looks and sounds amazing, really. Cheers, Frederick. Thank you for joining us, even for a short time. So again, thank you guys for joining me. It was a bit longer today, maybe almost 3 hours. Wow, nice. It was fun. Thank you. Farewell, goodbye, VCV Rack 0.6.2.c. It was fun. Yes, it was fun. I'm going to cry soon. I'm going to cry myself to sleep today. Yeah, cheers everyone. Thank you for joining. Like I said, there will be hopefully I will make an effort to make a live stream for the celebration of 1.0. And yeah, I'm going to dream about 1.0. And that's it, guys. Thank you again for joining. This live stream will be available tomorrow on my channel if you want to have a look. Hopefully tomorrow. Yeah. Cheers, everyone. Have a great weekend. And who knows? Maybe we'll see us tomorrow again. Maybe tomorrow 1.0 will come out. I don't think so on the weekend, but maybe Sunday, maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday, maybe Friday, who knows. Have a good one. My major scale for 1.0, maybe, we will see. Blifton, thank you again for joining. Cheers, Aspen. Have another beer. Cheers, it was nice. Boaz. It's Friday, I'm in love. Cheers, Boaz. Have a great weekend. Everyone, have a great weekend. Thank you for joining me. That was Dispatch. Again, patches are saved. Hopefully tomorrow YouTube will finish processing everything. So it will be in the description. Okay, guys, thank you. Cheers. Have a great weekend. What else? Have a good one.